Hi folks, beginning my first solo well camp. It's not too bad, it's a bit windy, but it's fine, it's dry. It's going to be wet tomorrow. I thought we would just do a little bit of footage on the way up on the path. We're not going to go far, we've got loads of stuff. They didn't tell you you need to carry about 2 tons of clobber. Tents, cooking stuff, sleeping mats, weighs a ton. I started off packing my small bag, thinking that I would get away with like 40 litres or something like that. This is like a 65 litre plus, it's like it's big. Single night, you need to take everything I guess. If it was multiple nights it's a bit more food, but apart from that, so I'm looking forward to getting getting set up, get the fire on. I need to cook tea, so I'm getting hungry. It's after 5. It's about 5:30, something like that. Just finished work, quick overnighter before the weather turns. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying everything out, getting set up, getting a night in the tent for the first time. It's the new tent, the Vango Nevis 200, so I'm looking forward to that. So we've just landed, and what I'm doing, I'm just dialing in to the environment. I'm just checking out the lay of the land. I've got the little one who's starting to chill. She gets quite feverish because she's a bit of a terrier, so she goes a bit crazy with the scents and stuff, so I need to settle her down. There's a nice wee breeze tonight. I don't think we're going to get any flies, any midges. We're going to get a fire going. This is where I cooked the burgers with the kids a couple weekends ago. So I'm just really sort of dialing in. I'm going to put the tent across there. There's a little flat bit. There's plenty of wood. I didn't bring any saw, so there's a couple of wee things I need to purchase, like one of those little folding saws. So today's really just an opportunity to check out what I've got, what I need, check out everything's working that I do have, like my cooker, my thermarest mat. It's all old, but we're just building things up. And obviously this is the first time she's slept out in the tent, so I've got a kind of rug and bits and pieces for her. We've already passed a kind of runner and a dog walker, so I'm hoping we don't get too many kind of interruptions or distractions tonight. But hey ho, once I get the tent up and get settled, get the fire on, I'm going to start cooking because I'm starving. So I'm going to get the dual fuel, the Coleman dual fuel on just now, and just get some food going. So yeah, pleased so far. A couple of flies flying about already, because we're what, July the 2nd. So okay, I'll check in a minute or two. I'm just going to get the cooker on and some food on and start chipping away at the fire. I won't bore you with everything that I'm doing, but I'll try and pull you in on some of the stuff. I'm looking forward to getting the as my wife April, my sparkler. I'm going to get my sparkler out and sparkle a fire, hopefully, and that'll help to get the flies down a little bit as well. But it was a good breeze tonight and it's due to be windy and wet all night, so looking forward to it, checking out the Vango, the Nevis 200 tonight and all the bits and pieces. So yeah, thanks for tuning in again. First night out, loving it. It's a good night so far. It's going to be wet. Midnight 1's going to come down a bit, so but we'll check out the tent. That's the purpose. So I'm going to get the sheath knife on. Once this bad boy's on, that's me. That's me officially bushcrafting. Let me make sure that's catching me there. Once this bad boy goes on, that's me officially bushcrafting. So can start doing some chopping. So this is my cook set just now. Coleman dual fuel, and with it a couple of little pots out of an old triangle that I had, that should be enough for tonight. I'm going to get that on and get some pasta on, because I am really hungry, and what else, we've got some food. We're set up. We're going to be using my cotton wool balls. I'll show you them going in a minute or two with small sticks. That should be enough. It's a bit damp, but again, it's fine. You know, you see the guys, old hazy boy, doing bits of sort of silver birch, and getting some of the resin. So we'll muck about. We'll get it going in a minute, but it's probably a bit easier. I've used these different one of my little videos. The balls made of cotton wool and wax, and so we're going to put the tent up in this little spot, and I've just chucked a couple of the kind of longer bits of stick around the side, because I know there's quite a lot of deer up here, and I'm just para that a deer kind of storms through here during the night, so just kind of making it a little bit more secure. I won't talk you through stuff, but tent, sleeping mat, I've got some warm clothes, I think it's going to get cold. I've got this fuel bottle, it's empty just now, but I'm planning to put some boiling water in that and see if it acts as a small heating aid for the sleeping bag at night. I've got different, this is like an old underlay for flooring for the laminate, so I've got a strip of that to put underneath the thermarest and a little strip to put underneath her bed. So yeah, so we're slowly getting slowly kind of moving. Okay, we're going to try and get this fire going. I'm going to open up this cotton wool ball a bit. That's it. When you open up the cotton wool ball, it's dry cotton. That's what takes the spark, and it's got a bit of wax on the outside, which helps it to ignite. So we're going to give that a go. You watch out for any other passing dogs, because Audrey can get a little bit defensive. So let's see if we can. There we go. 2 or 3 little. And then very gently. Watch, Audrey. Watch now. Okay. Oops. Watch, Audrey. Slight tumble with the let's build it up a bit there. Let's get the small stuff on. Said small stuff. See, the cotton wool's brilliant. You'll get good 5 minutes burn time, which should help to get all the wood burning. Should be getting that. We're using this mic tonight just to, but we're kind of modifying our equipment as we go. What are you eating? Putting on some quite big bits of wood there now already. We'll see how that goes. So far so good. Just build up nice and gently. nice and upright like this, so the flames automatically sort of go upward. Audrey, what are you eating exactly? I think the good thing about putting a fire on as well, if you can, if it's safe in the woods, it can sometimes detract people from coming over. It may not, it may have the opposite effect. It may attract people. But I think with the couple of flies, few flies that I've seen, chuffed with my cotton wool balls, they're still going. You can see they're still going nicely in there. So you get 2, 3, 4 minutes burn time. So we're chilling and settling into the outdoor space. There is so much to take when you're going out on a wild camp. I think you need to be organised, you need to have lists, you need to keep all your clobber together. I guess the more you do it, the easier it becomes, the easier you find stuff. I'm just sitting here, I'm thinking I didn't bring any sort of stronger pegs for the tent. It's going to be windy tonight, but we'll make do with what we've got. So hopefully after tonight's camp we're really just going to be ticking off everything. Were we warm enough? Did we have enough to eat? Did the cooker work? We talk about sort of cooking systems, sleeping systems, so it's really just a case of sort of checking out that everything's working, we're comfortable, we're warm. What do we need to upgrade? What do we need to improve? I don't know. So, but I guess for tonight it's really just a chance to get out. I'm feeling relaxed. I am hearing the wind. We've got the fire on. Doesn't take long to get that kind of cooking up. The water's about to boil across here for the pasta. I'm just slowing down and getting into the zone for a couple hours, then we can slowly put the tent up, probably once I've had tea. If it was going to be raining, in different kettle of fish. If it was going to be really wet soon, I'd probably get the tent up rapid, get everything in the tent, keep it dry. But it looks like it's going to be dry for the next few hours, so I'm just going to get into the zone. I'm going to probably crack a cool one. I think, what are we reviewing tonight? Sugar-free 7-Up. Yeah, it's good, it's really good. Free of sugar, free of everything, but it's got a little, let me get my glasses so I can actually see what we're talking about. We're talking about lime and lemon, sparkling, refreshing drink. And this little one's getting into the zone. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. There's no sponsorships involved, by the way. Not yet. That'll come once we get up to 1 million subscribers. So we're not quite there yet, but appreciate everyone for your support and following and tuning in. So I'm excited to grow the channel and get out and about and do more exciting wee adventures. So thank you for tuning in as always. Hopefully later on we'll talk a little bit about mental health and being positive and getting out indoors and slowing down a little bit. Even I was thinking as well, like if you've got like a nearby park, just by going outdoors, by breathing, by slowing down, by tuning into your environment, it really does help to ground yourself. You know, especially just now we're kind of getting through COVID, but we're still not out of it. It's going to be around for a long time. You know, Leicester's on lockdown again. You know, the States are bad, so we're not through this yet. So we just need to be really careful, take our time, be as safe as you can, look out for each other, especially the old people. You know, I'm really, my old man's stuck in a nursing home just now, and you know, it's tough. Got an auntie who's in her 90s, you know, and so I really feel for them. And for a lot of other people who have been directly affected by COVID, it's been really, really difficult. So, but anyway, hopefully by, you know, you're going to get some nice content, some nice footage tonight. So switch off a little bit, sit back, relax, enjoy the fire, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the wind. So we have some macaroni pasta, homemade spaghetti bolognese, bung them both together. Well impressed with the little stove, by the way. It just takes a minute to warm up, and then you get a proper heat off of that. It's running on petrol, but I'm going to get some proper stove fuel, particularly that's geared up for working in the winter and when it's colder. So looking forward to my pasta bolognese tonight with a little cheeky 7-Up in front of the fire. The sun's just coming through the trees. Really nice. Really nice. This little one, it's really chilled. Aren't you, Audrey? Eh? You chilled? Mm. So we've got our pasta. We've just filled our coffee now. And obviously when you're camping you wouldn't be taking a coffee pot like that, but because we're just testing everything out, I thought that I would, and also I want a coffee in the morning. We've got a nice bit of grated cheese, brought from home with some black pepper, and homemade bolognese with pasta, black pepper, done. Oh man, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm getting that now. Still quite hot. Oh yeah, that's me now. Really? Sitting by the fire, eating homemade bolognese sauce with pasta, in the woods with the fire on, the wee dog about to set up the tent. You know what I'm talking about right there. I think I'm going to change my channel to soul food. good thing about putting in the big logs is that once they kind of break, you can move them all in, move it all in. Let's get really nice and warm. These gloves are good for around the fire, inexpensive kind of garden gloves. This big boy we'll just put across like that and try and get the middle burnt through. That'll create 2 logs, so without the saw we're still good. Coffee done. I would say the best coffee in the world. Lavazza, cooked in a kettle, like stovetop Bialetti. Last weekend I put that in the fire. It's not really enjoyed it, but it actually made the coffee, I don't know if it was like a psychological, but it tasted sort of really smoky and nice. So I'm looking forward to that in the morning. Maybe try and use this in the porch. I think it's going to be wet, so see how we get on with the Vango. So I'm going to be setting that up soon once I finish my tea, which is absolutely yummy. I was mentioning earlier on about needing so many different things and needing to make lists and things, so I managed to come away without my coffee cup. So I was thinking I'm going to cut this down. Audrey had the leftover pasta bolognese, which I think she may have had once, but I'm really keen that she ends up getting a few little treats when she's out and about on the wild camps. She doesn't really get any homemade food at home, so she'll be enjoying that. That 7-Up's nice. There won't be any alcoholic beverages or mind-altering substances used on this channel, by the way, so I've managed to come off alcohol completely for the last few years, which has been really good. One of the best things I ever did, so I would thoroughly recommend. So it's really, tin's very lightweight, so with this, the little blade in the Swiss, in fact, probably the scissors, I don't want to blunt in my main blades on the Swiss Army knife, but the scissors are fairly robust steel. I could have used my big knife, but I'm not sure how it will work, but the old tin can is very versatile. We've got guys on the YouTube making little paraffin light, you know, stoves and things as well. So what I'll probably do is, that's quite large, so I can put a little cut in it like that, perhaps, and maybe another one. In fact, I'll probably put 4 cuts, about 1 centimetre long. This is a little additional tutorial chucked in for good measure. when we're out and about. So I'll just fold this mainly for, pardon me by the way, they get this quite gassy juice, mainly for my lips. I've never made a coffee cup out of a 7-Up tin, but that's a first. And I've got some water, so I'll give it a little stir, little clean out of some water. Not much, I want to keep the water just for Audrey and me for my coffee in the morning. Okay. So that's how you make a coffee cup out of a 7-Up tin. Just in case you need to know that, it's handy. And then, oh, boy. Now, that's one of the problems with the 7-Up cup. It does get really hot because it's thin metal, so you'll need to put some material around it, a leaf, something heavy, something heat resistant, to stop the heat transferring through because it's thin alloy. But that's my 7-Up cup. Ba-bam! What? I hope you're enjoying watching this as much as I'm enjoying filming it. All my viewers at home watching how to make a 7-Up cup for your coffee, fully recyclable, good for the environment. Oh man, it's starting to get a little bit darker now. It's probably about 8. I'm going to start looking at the tent in a minute. I'm going to sit by the fire. I'm going to enjoy my coffee for a minute or two. That's spot on. It's clean, just a sprinkle of water just to clean out the juice. So this is the reality when we're out wild camping. You do need to be fairly adaptable. There's a lot to remember, and I think practice, like I was saying earlier on about lists, I kind of worked today, so I kind of threw everything together, and it was a wee bit impromptu, but I think a lot of wild camping it's about seizing the moment. It's about seeing an opportunity, grabbing it, probably some decent life lessons there, and so inevitably you're going to forget 1 or 2 bits and pieces, but I guess as long as it's not essential items, then you can get away with it. So a coffee cup isn't going to be essential, but that's working out just dandy. And I've got a little bit of muesli for the morning with my coffee, but I'll be up quite early with her, and I'm working tomorrow, so I need to get down the road, but that's okay. Tomorrow's Friday, so it'll be the weekend, and I'm going to try and get out my bike this weekend. I want to show you some of my cycling stuff. I've got a good bike, I want to show you that. maybe some of my cycling gear as well. So if you're interested, obviously, but hopefully you are. So it's all good. That is working out absolutely lovely. Seven Up mug. Ah, man. Bro. First pitch in the woods. Dry so far. I think it's going to be wet. Audrey, come here. She's not going too far, which is great. She's kind of keeping a pretty close proximity. So we've got pegs, got a couple of poles, we've got a little repair kit. I've shown you that. I'm going to throw it up. It's not going to take too long. Watch Audrey, keep away. I've got a slightly lighter ground sheet. I'm not sure it's going to fit, but it's not. I think we'll put, yeah. I'm just keen for the base of the tent to be kept quite clean if I can. Okay, I'm understanding I suppose the symmetry of the tent. So you have this cross beam that goes over the centre, a door on each side of that. So if you align the, Audrey, come here. If you align that with the way you want your doors to be open or closed, then you can't go too wrong. So lightly peg out the snow. Rooty here for the pegs, but not too bad. Not too bad. We need definitely bigger pegs with some hammer. We've got a stone here, so we can use that. But we'll just crack on. We'll see how we got on. I need to move it a little bit, but not too. You can always take your time with these. Don't you see these adverts on the internet? You know, they're throwing these things about. You know, whoo. Be really careful. You don't want anything to break, particularly at this stage. You know, you're miles away from home. You just want to be really careful. Push these, don't pull them. that's on the centre. It should be. It's not a big tent, doesn't take long. And we'll put that one up there. Just fix it into the wee hole. That's it. And we know because this is where the doors open both sides, so I'm keen for a door this way and a door this way for the morning, so you're understanding the kind of layout of the tent. Audrey, she's doing well. Watch. Good girl, good girl. She's a clever girl, eh? Come on this way. Watch this. That just pops into there. That. Again, it's not windy tonight, so you know, if it was getting blown about up in the highlands, different kettle of fish, but we're quite low, it's not windy. Small pole at each end. Again, this is going to be problematic, but we'll work it out. Again, always try and keep your stuff close by. It's really easy to lose, so always keeping a pile beside your name so you don't lose anything. And there you have it, basically. It's a guy on each side. I've been thinking about you could run another guy, so you have this guy slightly more to this side, another one here, so you can actually double up some of those guys, which I think would probably, with the tensioning, you know, strap inside, and then you just go around and we'll just kind of tension up. I'm still to kind of suss out, yeah, that's the back door, which is actually fine, because if it's windy in the morning it will come down this way and I can get a cup of coffee on and use this, which is great. Something that I realised as well, you have to make sure that this is even, so this is quite raised and the other side is quite low, so it'd be nice for it to be 2 inches off the ground all round, so I might have a little kind of muck about with that just now, but in principle, I mean, that's as easy as that, you know. It doesn't take any longer than that. I'll tighten it up a bit, So you're straight in, already inner attached to outer. So yeah, absolutely. I'll get my stuff in, I'll tighten it up a little bit, and then we'll have a look at it then. Okay, I'm going to quickly talk you through our sleeping system. So we have, what have we got? We've got old Thermarest, don't even know the model, lifetime guarantee. So we're going to give that a pump up. Nice bit of air in that. What I did, I cut a bit of this. This is an underlay for laminate flooring, and that's my main body size. So I'm putting that underneath. Underneath my body, so we have tin foil up to radiate body heat. We can let this little cushion, it inflates itself. Hey presto. None of this is sponsored, by the way. Like I said earlier on, not quite at that stage yet, but give it time. We are determined. So I'm going to pull my sleeping bag out, and what we've got for Audrey is, again, protection from the ground. Protection from the ground. Little mat, and either a jumper of mine and this, and I think she'll probably sleep across there. So that will give lots of room for me. 2 layers. This is really, it's not a big thing to lug about, so it's actually really, go on, you can go in. Yeah, you can go across and check out your bed if you want. Nice. Hopefully she'll be warm enough. Go and lie down in your bed. Go on, in your bed. Go on, in your bed. Hopefully she'll be warm enough in there. That's looking good. I'll get my sleeping bag out. Hi folks. Almost the end of night 1. Fire's been going lovely jubbly. Had a wee wander about, a little bit of an explore with Audrey. She's settling pretty well. I think hopefully she'll get some sleep tonight. Everything's working pretty good. The fire's been pretty spot on, and aye, all in all, a nice chilled night. It's getting cooler, it's getting darker, it's almost 9:30, 9:45. So we're just going to burn the last of the wood. And probably get tucked in. I might say good night. I'll see how we feel. I'm getting tired. Normally 9:30, 10:30, 10:30 when I'm working's standard, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a few hours sleep. The wind's picking up a bit. There's definitely kind of rain in the air, so I think we're going to get a few showers overnight, but that'll be fine. We're fairly organised and the place is looking quite clean and tidy. I'm going to have a quick coffee in the morning, bite to eat. Hopefully it won't be peeing down and we'll get packed up. But the fire's been absolutely top notch. Really nice. An abundance of wood just now. We're just coming out, really kind of coming into the kind of folk coming up here. The spot's used from time to time, but generally not too much. Little rope swing there, but to be honest with you, it's pretty quiet. So tent's all set up. Get the stove in the morning. So yeah, thanks for tuning in again, guys. Thanks for your support, it's much appreciated. Yeah, get out into the wilderness, grab a cute little dog, build yourself a fire, pick yourself up a wee cheap tent, get on a bus if required, go 5 or 10 miles away from your house, tidy up behind you, be sensible with fire, and Bob's your uncle. It's well doable. So takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of organisation, but yeah, good fun. And we're having some good times. This little one's ready for her bed quite soon. She's been quite chilled, which is great, and she never gets to sleep with her dad, so hopefully she'll be quite secure and cosy. So it's night from Audrey, I think, and night from Dave outdoors. Probably catch you in the morning, whilst we kind of pack up a little bit, unless it's torrential, but we'll see. Alright, I might say good night once we're tucked in, but we're going to sit and chill right here for at least another half hour. It's our first wild camp, and it's been one hell of a year. So this is real medicine, proper medicine for the soul. We're about to turn in for the night. The fire's almost out. It's dying down nicely. It's been really nice just sitting here chilling. The wind's picking up, but it's not particularly cold. Don't have a coat on. This little one's pretty chilled and ready for bed. All in all, it's been a really nice, pleasant night. It's all about slowing down, taking a breath. You could just sit and watch that fire, mesmerised, disappear in the heat. It's so hot, it's lovely. Absolute soul food. We're going to turn in soon and I'll probably do a couple of minutes in the Vango, since it's our first night in the tent, so we'll get cozied up a little bit and do a couple of minutes and be turning in. So we're in. Audrey's in her little bed. I'm about to get into my sleeping bag. Yeah, lots of room really. I mean, it's a two-man. I think the one person would be absolutely snippet. This gives you a little bit more headroom, so I can sit up. I got this little light. Luckily, it just landed today. Again, cheap. Pockets handy. I'm going to put the GoPro in there overnight, and the porch. So got my coffee set up for the morning. Bits and pieces, rucksack, boot. Morning, folks. That's about 6. Yeah, we've got a few hours sleep. I had to get up and do a grandad whittle out about 12:30. It's really windy. I'd say about, I don't know, 20 mile an hour or something like that. So the big tree was really speaking to me during the night. It was really good. It's really nice, but not conducive for good Z's, good sleep. So she got a bit spooked at one point, but she settled. She's been fine. Space, brilliant, great space. It's raining heavy, so we'll get a good see how waterproof, but definitely there's no ingress certainly in here. The tension system really good. You can see there's a slight gap where the strap comes through. I think Vango sorted that by putting a double zip in, so you can put the band just up through the top zip by zipping them both together. This has got a single zip, so I won't be able to do that, so I'll need to get a little bit of material or something for that. That's a small grumble. And I thought there was a small hole somewhere, but I can't locate it. I'm sure when I put it up, we'll have a look. But anyway, tent, yeah, good 9 out of 10. I mean, I guess if I'm set up straight, I'm touching the top. So you need to unbuckle this to get the door properly open. So it's a wee bit of a faff, but get that out of the way so you're not getting all dirty. And then we'll see about getting our coffee on inside here. Yeah, as I thought. That's Scotland in July. Not all the time, but get a coffee on. I've got some muesli in a wee poly bag. Pour some milk in. All good though. Coffee's on. Normally you wouldn't be taking your stove top away, but I had my big bag and I'm going to weigh it. I've got a smaller one because it's definitely the nicest coffee, and for a small bit of extra weight I think it might end up being a bit of a feature, because this is soya milk that I brought to camp, bag of muesli, I've given up cow's milk. My eldest Ruby, she's gone vegan, doing really well with it, and she gave up cow's milk right at the beginning, obviously, and then so she was telling me about it, and so I stopped eating it and then drinking it. And about a month after, I ran out of cow's milk. I ran out of soy milk and had to have cow's milk, and it tasted foul. It tasted like cow. So I've never had it again. That's been about, I don't know, 7 or 8 months. So that's kind of a sweetened soya milk, and almond milk's nice, and it's all really nice stuff. But it also keeps really well. So when you buy it in cartons, and it's not refrigerated. So it's actually probably really good for camping. It doesn't go off. It won't have the same fats and stuff in it. So yeah, it's a bit of a win-win. It tastes good. It's probably better for you. It's better for the environment. And it's also really good for wild camping, which is all good. So it's looking a little bit, I'll give you a good Scottish word, dreich. It's looking dreich. And we have our 7-Up cup from last night, which is cool. The stove's holding up. It's performed well. I probably won't replace that. I'm going to weigh it and see if there's a massive weight saving. Just start to the pack size is pretty big, but I brought in quite a lot of water because I know there's no water up here. So that will help having no water to take home. I probably brought about 2 or 3 litres of water. I didn't want to run out, so. That's the coffee boiling already. Didn't take long. I'd say 2 minutes at the most, if not less. So a nice, now that is what I'm talking about right there. Fresh coffee, Lavazza, Italian coffee, absolutely yummy. In my 7-Up cup. None of the film today's been sponsored by anyone. Okay, there we go. Now you are talking right there. Lavazza. And in here, I've just got out my sleeping bag, starting to get dressed. Enough space, hopefully, to get fully packed up. Get my waterproof on. And then quickly throw the tent into the stuff sack, which is big. And then I'm just going to probably carry the tent under my arm because it's only down the hill. It's not a massive walk to the car, because I'll be pretty soaked. I don't have my waterproof trousers or anything, so that's okay. So I am going to sit and enjoy my coffee and my steamed up glasses and my muesli and start getting packed up. This little one has done amazingly well for our probably our first night ever in a tent. She got spooked at one point in the wind. I think she thought she heard something, so she ended up going a bit bananas, but calmed down. We've got a decent little layer. I've got the tin foil backed insulation and another little square of foam to really stop that coolness and the heat dissipation through the base. She's ended up sleeping underneath my jumper, which I'm about to put on. She is cozy. Oh, you okay, girl? There's my girl. There's honey. Morning. Oh, Bubba. There's little one. You've done really well. I'm going to engineer you a little coat out of a Tesco poly bag because I've forgotten your coat and it's peeing down the rain. So I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to sort of bushcraft a dog coat out of a poly bag to give her a wee bit of protection as we walk out. So it's all about being adaptable out here in the wild. So it's all good fun. Cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for supporting the channel. Audrey appreciates it, don't you? So, first night done. We've woken up to a bit of a wet one. Just getting the tent down. Audrey's had her breakfast, I've had my breakfast with her coffee. I fashioned her a Tesco poncho because I forgot a raincoat, and I'm just going to tidy up the fire before we go. So I'm just going to quickly dismantle the tent. It's pretty well empty, chuck it all in the stuff sack and get down the road. So thanks for tuning in and watching. It's been an absolute buzz tonight. Hope you've enjoyed it. Cheers. Bit wet coming down off the first night. Audrey's got her poncho on, the waterproof poncho, which is pretty chuffed with that. Kept her quite a lot drier so she won't get as cold. So we've only got about, I don't know, half a mile to the car. It's not bad. Home for about 8:30 in the morning. Working today, pretty perfect.